just like a broken record, same old songs of accusation play. Like who are you to speak the truth? Just look at all your failures and mistakes. And if they really knew you, there's no way they could love you anyway. Oh, but I will fight.
Hello, and welcome to the Send Help Podcast, a podcast and a lifeline for moms who are stuck in the trenches of mommyhood, bringing them encouragement through Jesus, laughter, and sisterhood.
Sisterhood.
Guess who's back? Back again. Christy's here, and I'm here, and we've been gone forever. With no explanation.
No. We probably won't ever be one.
We sincerely apologize. Life has happened in a giant way. Love, loss, life, kindergarten graduations, second grade graduation, but not really. But I mean,
graduation.
We didn't either. But, you know, we've graduated from that.
Graduation.
There you go. That's right. PreK graduation, too. You got a double whammy.
Yeah, I had a double.
Wow.
I had a double graduation. I had a PreK graduation and a kinder graduation.
But summer is upon us. It is here.
It is.
I think
in full force.
Texas is drunk because we have been swimming in our backyards because we're underwater.
Pool required.
Right. Definitely humid as a tropical island right now.
Yeah.
But yes, baseball and softball's over.
Finally.
Yeah.
We're not doing summer ball.
No.
No.
We are not either. Fall ball, here we come. But not summer.
Right. Avery has said a few times, she's like, well, I'm not going to play in the fall so that I can watch Annabelle play. Like, no. That's not how this works.
I told Josh, I said, listen, buddy, I now have the baseball mom shirt. So we're now doing this. And you don't really have a choice.
Right.
Yeah. I've got the earrings.
And a bat.
Right.
And I have the earrings and the shirt and the hat.
We got cleats.
The tumbler.
Yep.
And it's happening.
It's happening. It's happening. It's most definitely happening. So we're doing it. I already told his coach. I was like, Josh is doing fall ball. Are you coaching fall ball? He was like, yes. I was like, awesome. Pick him.
Yeah, fall should not be as intense.
Anyway, hi. 2 years.
Summer is in full force.
Hold on.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, dear Send Help Podcast. Happy birthday to us. Yeah, 2 years. 2 years, and now you're 39, and I'm about to be 40 in 2 weeks.
Honestly, I've thought that I was 40 for the last few years. So I'm not sure what's going to happen when I actually turn 40.
I don't know.
But I literally have had to ask, like you and Dusty both, wait, am I 40 yet?
No.
And y'all are both always like, no, you're not.
You're not
I've
40.
thought that I was 40 for a few years now. Look, I might as just round up. Might as well.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's get to some spiritual stuff or some at least life stuff. What's going on? What's going on with you? What is it?
You know, they should ease us into this.
Mm-hmm.
I went from 2 kids 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have my 2 days a week.
Right.
That they all go. not that it's enough time to actually accomplish anything. Like by the time you run the errands that you need to get done without kids, there's no time for like down time.
Yeah.
But it was like I had Thursday and then I think I had 2 weeks. So Mother's Day out ended. We had the PreK graduation, end of year ceremony. Cutest thing I've ever seen. Avery didn't. Well, okay. In her defense, Avery's graduation from PreK was last year during COVID.
Yeah. Oh,
they didn't practice any of the songs.
No.
Like they sent us YouTube videos, and I mean, you better believe that we watched the videos, and I did the thing with her. Like we both, I know the song, and I will help everyone else learn it for the next 3 years. But she didn't get to like practice it on the stage and all of that last year. So when we finally, like in June or July, got to actually have the end of the year ceremony specifically just for that one class to wear a cap and gown, like so that they could graduate the program.
Yeah.
It was only that class. None of the other classes were invited even because of COVID.
Yes.
She stood on the stage for like the first song, like, I don't want to be here. And then when it was a song, it was finally the song that like the moving up to kindergarten song that we had been practicing, like she finally had kind of relaxed a little bit. She sang the song, like barely did the hand motions. She's the one that if you watch them play, she's gonna be the performer. But like put her in front of people and she's like, no, everyone's looking at me.
Yes, I understand. Okay. I have one of those.
Yeah. Annabelle was like, the days that she practiced the song, she would come home and say, I'm not going to do it. Yes, you are, but we'll discuss it later. But she got up there. She did all of the hand motions. She sang all of the songs. She was smiling and having a good time.
Wow. She has really come into her own, though.
She really has.
Like, she really has. She has come out swinging with some personality. Really
like, ever since softball, I feel like. Ever since playing softball this year, she's been like, yeah. But now she tells me every day that she's not going to kindergarten. I'm like, well, you sang the song. So.
Tough cookies.
Yes, you are.
You're going.
I already registered you.
You already did it.
You're going. Yeah. You're there. You're in. You're going. Like this is a lottery school and you're in. So no take backs. But I feel like there wasn't enough time like in between that last day and then now the Instigator is out of school.
Yeah.
So I didn't have enough time to mentally prepare for the Instigator to no longer be in school.
No, you were also dealing with other things. You've had a lot happen in the last.
We were flying by the seat of our pants.
Yeah.
Trying to remember things.
Yeah.
I dropped the ball on so many things. It's really not even funny. Like, Dusty had to drive to Arlington one day because I missed the deadline on something that we signed up to do. And I was like, dude, this is due. Like, this is due and you have to take it today. And he had to get up and drive to Arlington on his day off.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Sorry. Sorry about that. I was sent a message. I was like, when is all of this due? Tomorrow. Oh.
I knew that. I knew that. It's fine.
Totally knew that it was due by
totally fine.
Actually, she was like, I've been collecting for the last 2 weeks in Fort Worth And we're now out of town, so you're going to have to take it to Arlington. Tomorrow is the last day. I was like, oh, no. Okay. It's fine. He was a good sport.
That's an awfully good husband move.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. He was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's no problem. Like, yeah, it's no problem at all. As long as you're driving to Arlington. Otherwise, I would be like, sorry, you're going to have to find someone to cover my spot.
You're doing it. I'm not going to do it, but you do it.
I've got this stuff, though. If anyone needs it, sell it on Facebook. No, we got it there. It was fine. Oh, man. But no, they've been like summer hit and they've seriously been like pushing how much candy can we eat every day? Mm-hmm. None. Why all of a sudden is it summer and you think that you get to eat candy every day, all day?
This has never been a thing.
This has never been a thing. What do you mean? Where's your lunch dessert?
No.
Since when do we have lunch dessert?
We don't have lunch dessert. What? Fruit. That's your lunch dessert. You eat that blueberry right there. That's your lunch. Yeah. That blueberry you didn't eat for breakfast. It's your lunch dessert.
Yeah. Dig it out of the oatmeal. No. But no, they've seriously been pushing the boundaries. Like, okay, we were supposed to record, what, Wednesday?
Yes.
Wednesday night?
Yes.
So,
yes.
What happened?
No,
what
Thursday.
Happened on Wednesday?
Was it Thursday?
What's today?
Today's Saturday. We were supposed to we were trying to record last night, but no. Oh no, Wednesday night. That's right, because we didn't end up going to church because I was still sick, and I was like, "This is our only day to do it." No, it was Thursday. It was Thursday.
Yeah. So we're supposed to record
9:45. I'm like, maybe we should try another day.
You're waiting for me, and I'm like, all right, we're putting the kids to bed. It's taking a little bit longer than expected.
Yeah, this was at 8. At 8 o'clock, you're like putting the kids to bed. I'm gonna have to get that done, and then I'll jump on. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Carson has turned 3. And there are some things that I have decided, no, I need to choose this fight.
If I don't fight it now, then it's going to become a thing.
And one of the things is dressing himself. He refuses to dress himself. Mm. He's capable.
Of course.
He can.
Of course he's capable.
I think he is, anyway. I'm still not entirely sure. After what happened the other night, I'm not completely certain. But
have you just been doing it for him this whole time?
Probably. I don't know. I think I do it without noticing. But like the girls would get up in the morning and they get themselves dressed. And he doesn't. So if he gets dressed, it's like, hey, go get some clothes and let's get you dressed. And he'll hand them to me and like I'll hold the pants and he'll step into the pants. But then I make him pull the pants up. So the other night, we're supposed to be recording.
Yes.
So I'm like, dude, you got to put your pajamas on. I need to get in the other room. So I need you to put your pajamas on.
Amanda needs me.
He refused. He just straight up refused. And he started crying. And Dusty's like, well, I'll help you put your pajamas on, but no! I want Mommy to do it!
Oh, man.
Which that's his response for everything. Everything. So 20 minutes in, he still doesn't have pajamas on. He's just in his pull-up. Sitting on the floor screaming. Dusty put his pants on him and he took them off. Like Carson took them back off and started screaming at him because he wanted mommy to do it. So, Carson, I'm not putting your pajamas on you. And he's just like, he's throwing himself around. He's kicking the floor. He's like fists pounding. Like he's like full on, like he has never
full beast mode
done full beast mode tantrum before.
Wow.
And this was the night that he chose to do it.
This is it.
So,
we're here now.
Right? I picked him up and took him and put him in bed. And I was like, well, you're just going to sleep in your pull-up then because I am not doing this. And we, told him goodnight, gave him a kiss as he's screaming, closed the door, and he rushes to the door and is pounding on the door, screaming because he wants pajamas on. And at this point, like his pants are on, but they're around his ankles, and his shirt is over his head.
Oh
and
my
that's
gosh.
It. And he keeps screaming at me like, no, I want you to do it. Like, well, he was saying, I need help. I need help. I need help. And I'm saying back to him, you don't need help. You want me to do it for you. You're not even saying an accurate statement. You don't need help.
Oh my gosh.
You want mommy to do it for you. And he's like, yeah. Like, no. If you want help, okay, I've got it over your head. I'm holding the shirt. Put your arms through. No, I want you to do it. I need help. I'm like, you don't need help. You just want me to do it. And he's like, just like completely screaming, having a tantrum. So at this point, I'm yelling back at him, and I'm like, stop saying you need help because that is not the truth. The truth is that you want me to do it for you, and I'm not going. Like I'm yelling back at him at this point, which I know is not the right answer. So that, and like, I'm yelling, I'm like, no, sir, we are not doing this. You are not having a tantrum and you will put your pajamas on. Do you understand? Yes. Okay. So I will put the pajamas back over his head and I'm like, okay, put your arm through. I want you to hold my hand and put it through for me. I'm like, oh, no. I'm not doing it. And then he starts having a tantrum all over again because I've told him, no, I will not pick up his hand. And I'm like holding the shirt and I'm like, oh, you want mommy to do it? Okay. And his arms are just like hanging at his side. So I'm pulling his shirt to try to get the hole of the sleeve like down to his hand to like scoop his hand and get it through. And he's falling all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Which is making him cry more. And I'm like, see, I can't do it. I can't do it. You fall over when we try to do it this way. You have to pick up your hand. I want you to pick up my hand. I'm like, no, this is not happening. We left the room and like closed the door and sat in the hallway for a while even. Like he's just gonna, like he's exhausted. Dusty was even like, he's crying and falling asleep while he's crying. So we're like, he's just gonna pass out at some point. Didn't happen.
Oh man.
He came to the door and started pounding on the door.
Oh my gosh.
Like it was one of the worst. It was the single worst tantrum he has ever thrown in his entire life. It was horrible. And I'm trying to text you in between, like still
oh yeah.
Still not there yet.
Yeah. You're like,
I don't know what's happening.
You're like, I still don't have his pants on.
Right. He still doesn't have pajamas on.
You're like, I may have cried too. He's just crying. He's just crying.
He's just crying and screaming, and I'm crying too. Around like 9:30, which is like an hour and a half in to this whole ordeal, I sat down on his bed. Dusty had left the room.
Dusty was done.
He was done. He was done. He was like, I'm out. I'm done. Like, taking a break. I need a breather. So I'm sitting on Carson's bed, and I looked at him, and I said, like, I didn't even know, like, I couldn't even, like, put a word to what was happening in that room. So I was like, no, whatever is happening in here is not okay. Like, whatever, like, spirit of terrible twos that bleeds into the threes, this is not okay in my house. We're not doing this. Whatever is making mommy lose her cool on her child is not welcome in this house. I'm not doing this.
In Jesus' name, get out.
Yes. And he looked at me, and either I cast a spirit out of my house, or he looked at me and said, oh, I broke her.
Oh my gosh. Deliverance happened. I'm just gonna say it. It's called a
like,
three-nager,
okay.
and that's what he is.
Okay, Carson, I'm going to put your pajamas over your head, and you're going to put your arm through so you can go to sleep, okay, bud? And he did. He did. And I was like, good job, Baba. I'm crying at this point. Like, it worked. I can't believe that just worked. It just worked. It worked. Oh, okay. Pajamas are on. They're on. Oh, I love you. Good night.
Oh my gosh.
An hour and a half.
Wow.
An hour and a half of trying to put on pajamas. And he's yawning and falling asleep on the bed while he's crying and screaming.
Sweet baby.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I always said when Josh was a three-nager that when he turned 3, I turned into Momzilla and he turned in. I mean, I was a fire-breathing dragon.
Yeah.
And he was a three-nager to the nth degree. It was not fun.
I don't think that I have had any time out of that stage.
No, you've had one in
Avery was in the middle of it when Annabelle started, and now Avery is got something different going on. Annabelle is starting to come out of it, but she's so in love with Descendants that, like, she's hanging on to that fight of I'm going to be defiant. And now he's going into it. So I've had like 4 years straight of this.
Maybe you should lay hands on your children and cast out Defiance.
I do that on the regular. I ain't even gonna lie or try to hide it. I do that on the regular. I straight up look at my kids when they're doing stuff. I'm like, that is Defiance, and we do not do that. Defiance does not exist in this household. We are children of God.
I say that to Josh when he was little all the time. Now it's normal. Like, he's like, right? Whatever. Like, I would just start speaking to the enemy while looking at Josh. Mm-hmm. And he'd be like, Mommy, are you talking to me? I was like, nope. He's like, oh.
Nope. You just...
Now he's like, oh, okay. Okay, she's talking to Jesus and she's talking to Satan. That's what that is. Yeah. Because I'm like, when I started praying against Defiance, I'm like, in the name of Jesus, I was like, that's not from God. You know, that's straight from the devil. You need to stop it. Mm-hmm. Like, that's not Jesus telling you to act like that.
Defiance is not welcome in this house.
No.
This is the house of God.
Yeah.
Children of God are not defiant.
Oh, if anyone just dropped in
really
at
makes
this
you
point,
check yourself.
Right? It does. When you
Children of God are not defiant. Wait, what?
Yeah. When you start declaring things over your kids, it really, like, you got to check yourself because you're like, oh, yes. wait.
Yeah.
That's the spirit I was just in.
Right? But no, seriously, by the end of this thing, you remember I texted you, I was like, I got his pajamas on.
Yeah.
And then also I was like, and I know what we're talking about.
You're like, I have something. We were praying about what are we going to talk about? How do we come back? Here it is.
Here it is. We're going to talk about tantrums. But it really did. Okay. Because I'm saying, like, Defiance is not welcome in my house. Like, we're not doing that. We are children of God. This is a house of God. We're not acting like this. And then it was almost like, you asked me to put your arm through your shirt all the time, Christy. What? Yeah. You scream at me that you need help, but then you want me to put your arm through the shirt. That's really what it is that you want. You don't need me to do that for you. What, God? What do you mean? No, I don't act like that. Yes, you do. No.
All the time.
No.
Yes.
No, I don't. Yes, you're doing it right now.
Yes,
No.
Christy.
Children of God aren't defiant, Christy. Stop arguing with me. Okay. But then I had to really think, what is he talking about? Okay. Let me put some thought into this. But I thought about it. I did. I really did. Like, we decided, okay, this ain't happening tonight. It's 9:30. I was so far past done.
Yeah.
That even though I was like, okay, I know what we're going to talk about, I don't think I could have done it that night.
No. I was like, no, neither of us are going to be at our best. Tim's already snoring. So if we need tech support, he's out.
Which we did.
We did.
Oh my goodness. Like, the things that get in the way. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's true.
How many times have we been like, hey, let's record this week. This night.
Yeah.
Like, we name a night and we're like, hey, let's do it. And
Right. I mean, we would have been ready to go like, what, a week ago, except I lost my voice completely and got bronchitis.
Yeah.
Like, it just weird stuff. I mean,
nobody got time for that.
No.
Do people still remember that?
Yes, I do. I
People still
say it.
remember
I
that
say it
video.
all the time.
I do too.
But yeah, I mean, the enemy does not want this podcast to exist
No.
at all.
Like,
And
on a serious level.
On a very serious level.
Really serious level.
And it is, I mean, we both know, I mean, I'm still sure that this is what God's called us to do. You still sure?
Yeah.
All right. Then, I mean, no, devil, in the name of Jesus. We're doing this podcast. We need help.
We do.
So we're going to send it to you. Just send us some, Jesus. Help us. I need help. Let me put my shirt on for me.
Oh my goodness. But I mean, for real though, because I've had a few days now to think about it. And I think that it was either last night or this morning. There's a little scratch at my door. Like the outside door.
Oh.
The squirrels want in. I think Hank's over there, and I
can
forgot.
hear it too. It must be Hank.
You can?
That's
Okay.
that's not a rat or a squirrel. That's much bigger.
Not be a rat. But I think it was either last night or this morning, I think, that I finally got my, like, what am I wanting you to put my arm through the sleeve? Like, what is it? And I think the last few months I just haven't felt right. Like, I've felt very lazy, downtrodden, like sloth mode. Everything's so slow. Things are not working out the way, like, this time this year doesn't look like what I thought it would look like. Especially this time last year, it was like, oh no, this isn't going to last for very long. And I think, like, the direction of my prayers is like I feel like a useless person in this world. I just do. I feel like a useless person. And God, you need, like, give me something to do.
Yeah.
Give me something to do for real. And I think it was this morning that I was brushing my teeth because, you know, things come to you when you're brushing your teeth. I don't know why. It's like the shower and brushing your teeth. Like, those are the only two times during the day that I actually think about anything. I don't know. So this morning while I'm brushing my teeth, he was like, go back to church. I ain't putting your arm through the sleeve for you. You gotta go. And it's not like I'm not involved with the groups or with the like, I have not gone to the one study, but it's not like I stopped talking to everybody or haven't seen anybody. But when people actually did start going back, there was an outbreak. Would that be the word to use?
Yeah, I mean,
like
there
it's
was.
like more of a movie title, but like there was an outbreak at our church.
Right.
When people started going back. So we kind of hung back a little longer. And then, I don't remember. It seems like something else happened.
Flooding.
And then Dusty got sick.
Yeah, with flooding in your church building too.
And then the freeze. Yes, that's what it was. The freeze happened. The Snowmageddon.
Yeah.
The Snowvid.
Killed your building.
Completely killed our building.
Yeah.
Like, not just like, oh, we need to rip up the floors and replace the floors, but like they gutted half the building. And it's been under construction. It was the plumbing pipes as well as the fire sprinkler pipes. So it came from all directions in our building. So we've been meeting at a different location.
At Splash Days.
Which is weird. Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're meeting on, like, in the wave pool. That would be really weird.
You'd go.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I would.
Like, we're in one of the conference rooms, which I think is weird that a water park has conference rooms.
It is.
But they do.
That's where trainings happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the city uses it for stuff. Like, that's the conference rooms that the city uses now.
I bet you can get married there.
You probably can. You probably can. I mean, it's a nice looking building. I don't know. But it's kind of a strange room. It has a weird feeling to me, and I don't enjoy it.
Have you prayed over it?
Over the building or the room?
Yeah.
Or, no. Mm-mm.
You should take some
Or
oil.
over the situation.
No. You should take some oil and pray over the room.
If I were more disciplined, then I would. But I would have to be there for setup earlier than setup, because we get there as the service is starting, and that might be kind of awkward if I'm like
afterward
with
hang back and do it afterward,
praying during the service. But last week was supposed to be our last week there, and we got a notification yesterday, I think, that we will once again be at Splash Days this weekend. But I think we've gone 2 weeks. I could be completely wrong, but I think that we've been back 2 weeks. That it was kind of like, it's time.
Yeah,
we have absolutely no reason not to, other than there was a little bit of a burnout when it all started.
Yeah,
that has just made the not going
easier,
so much easier and so nice, because we needed that downtime.
Yeah.
But then because of COVID, like, we got used to the downtime. It was really, it's weird to see your friends in person.
That's true.
I cried twice last Sunday. Like, one was like a really ugly cry, just because, like, I saw one of my friends and she hugged me. And I couldn't hold it back. I was like, I miss you. And I just started crying. And
when was this?
This was like right before the service, during worship.
I mean, like, without getting really into it, I mean, you've been in a morning place too, and I think that all of those things that you're talking about, not only,
I mean, I went through a significant thing.
Yeah, a significant
without
loss.
my people.
Yeah, exactly. And to not have that community around you, I mean, is incredibly hard. Like, you haven't even been around any of us.
I know. That's what I do during those times, though.
I know, but it's not the healthiest thing.
Made it easier that I was already in that place.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like, being back in the building, actually seeing my friends, physical touch.
Yeah.
If anyone knows me, you know that physical touch is so far down on my love language scale that I forget that it's there.
It has to be forced on you. But the thing is every time we hug, you're like, we should do this more often. Like, yeah, I know. We should. I just don't, because it's not a natural bent for you. So I'm always the one that's like, we're hugging now.
I know.
We're going to hug. I'm going to hug you.
And, I used to be.
I know.
To explore.
You, in high school and college, you would be the person that would literally run at you in the hallway to tackle in between periods. Like, we had only not seen each other one period.
I know. It was a long one, though, and it was probably the hard class.
I know. You used to, I mean, especially, like, you used to, like, you would tackle, you not only hug, but, like, jump on someone's back. That was you.
Y'all, it's fun when you're the short person and you can jump. Like, I used to be able to jump.
So many pictures of you jumping on someone.
Yeah.
What happened?
And then they would walk around with me on their back.
Like, what happened? You used to clobber Micah. Used to clobber Micah.
I know. There's something, like, weird. Like, the taller the person was, the more I wanted to jump on their back.
Well,
it was like a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, how high can I jump?
All of your brother's friends that you were close with, you were all about. Like, you were the puppy.
Yeah.
Jumping up and, like, just let me lick you.
Now you're making it sound wrong.
No, but I mean,
no, I was just like the ultimate hugger.
Ultimate.
Like, I wanted to hug the person so thoroughly that it was more of a tackle aggressive.
It
like
turns into like we're dancing and hugging at the same time and rocking back and forth and laughing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like people expected that kind of a hug from me.
Yeah.
And like now if you see me, they're like, oh, Christy doesn't touch people. So I'm not really sure.
But I mean, that's who you are.
That on my own in private.
Deep down, that's who you are.
What happened. Yeah.
It is who you are deep down. And it's something that you see in your children that you're like, that is me. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like Annabelle's your spirit animal, but that's also who you are. That's who you are.
That's who I am when I'm unedited and no one's paying attention.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm sorry. I derailed you.
I'll look into that on my own in private.
Yes.
Just in case it's something like deep and serious.
But also, everyone, when you see Christy, go ahead and hug her, even if she doesn't want it.
I know. Like
she will hug you back. That's the thing.
I will. What was it the hat that Jackie had that said free hugs or something on it?
Yeah, it was a hat or it was a shirt. It was a shirt. Why
would anyone want that? Jackie, no, get rid of it. What? I don't want anyone to touch me. Why would I ever purchase that from you? I really did go on a little rant during not really, but I made 2 or 3 comments during the live when she was showing it. Like, look how cute this hat is. And I was like, no, it's not. Nobody buy that. People will hug you.
Yes, that is the point.
That's the point. It's the point of that hat.
Well, I think that's very astute of you to figure out, to hear from the Lord that you need to get back to your people and community.
I know. Yeah.
At a church.
I need to get back into the, how it's where you worship. It's where you learn. It's where you serve.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not going, those are some major aspects that you're completely missing out on.
And if you're Christy, it's the only time that she leaves the house.
Yes.
Unless she's going into Aldi. We all know about that. She's going shoe shopping at Aldi.
I almost got some the other day. I need new sneakers. And they had some. But then I felt them. I was like, no, these won't do what I need them to. So I didn't. $10 for new sneakers? Yeah.
It's true.
I'll spend $30 on the hat, but I only want to spend $10 on the new sneakers. Aldi doesn't have cute hats. That's
no, they don't. You get all those from Jackie.
I do.
Most of which you don't buy yourself.
Only 2 people have bought me a hat.
I bought you 2.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
3 hats have been purchased, 2 by the same person. So still, only 2 people have bought me a hat.
Did you find scriptures to go with what we're talking about?
Oh!
It's fine. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. We're talking about hats again.
Talking about the Bible? What?
What?
No.
What?
No, the things that came to my mind because I was trying to think okay, when I was first trying to sit down and process the whole situation,
mm-hmm.
First I went to work, not wanting to work for something. And I didn't really feel like any of the scriptures that I found going towards work really applied to where I wanted to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, I kind of feel like the Lord was just showing me okay, what about the lame man? Jesus said to him, get up. What if he had said, well, can't you just pick me up and put me on my feet?
No, he said, pick up your mat.
He said, yeah, pick up your mat and walk. Like he had to get up. Like Jesus didn't pick him up off the ground. And then I thought about Peter walking on the water. Like, what if Peter had have said, you're going to have to move that foot for me. I really want to walk on the water, but you're going to have to, like, you're the Son of God, right? So you can do that. Like, you're going to have to move my left foot for me. I want you to move my foot. I know I'm supposed to be walking right now to walk on the water, and you told me to come to you, but you're going to have to move my foot. Like, he would have just sank straight down to the bottom of the sea or ocean or large lake that's called the sea.
Yeah. Everything that Jesus ever did when he was healing someone or when he told the disciples to gather, like, to start breaking the bread and passing out the fish, like, you need to feed them. You feed them.
Right.
He's not like, I'm going to feed them. He's like, you
Right?
feed them.
You feed them.
Lazarus, come out.
It was like the passing of the baskets. It was, they passed the basket, and every time someone broke something off, like there was more. It wasn't Jesus breaking off the piece and it magically growing back as he's breaking it off and it never ending.
Absolutely. Everything had an action.
Yeah. And that action is something that you have to actively do for yourself.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to make some mud with spit. I'm going to put it on your eyes. Now you need to go wash it off.
Yes.
You know?
I'm not going to pick you up and carry you down to the river and put you in the water and wash it off for you. Like, we're not, I know there's a scripture somewhere about milk and meat.
I don't want to be bottle fed anymore.
Exactly.
I give me the beef. Give me the meat. I don't really want
the beef.
Don't really want the beef. I mean, where's the beef? Jesus has the beef,
Arby's.
and he's ready for you. Yeah, they've got the meats.
They've got the beef.
Oh gosh.
I'll find that scripture for anyone that is curious
About the meats?
about the meat. Yeah,
Who knew Arby's was so spiritual?
I know. So would it be like Brahms versus Arby's? I just nosedived the entire thing. It's 1 Corinthians 3:2. I gave you milk, not solid food, for you were not ready for it. Indeed, you're still not ready. You're still worldly, for since there is jealousy and quarreling among you. Keep reading, Christy. Are you not worldly? Are you not acting like mere humans? I haven't read the whole thing. I'm clicking verse by verse, just so everyone knows.
So it's dawning on her as well.
For when one says, I follow Paul, and another, I follow Apollos, are you not mere human beings? I think it's just that first verse is telling them that he's still bottle feeding them because they're not ready for meat, which was 1 Corinthians 3:2. But man, 3:3, you're still worldly. Acting like humans. I don't know why I think that's funny. Why y'all down there acting like humans? Get it together.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I got a whole thing that I could go into right now, but I don't want to, I will add on another hour to this podcast, and we're not going to do that. But we were made in God's image, not only in his image, but in his authority.
Right.
We are the only, angels and demons and Satan all have power, but they don't have authority. We are the only ones that have authority also. So why are we acting a fool giving authority to the enemy when we don't need to be? We're the only person. Do you know the only person that can give Satan authority in your life to mess with you is you.
Which I mean, screaming at God that you want him to put your arm through your shirt is acting like you don't have authority.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do that myself.
Yes, you do.
I can't do that myself. You have to do it for me. Well, yes, because you're made in my image and I've given you the authority through my son, Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for you.
Yes.
And his blood gives you that authority. So put your arm through the shirt. I don't want to be bottle fed.
No.
I don't.
You have power. You have power.
Look at my kids.
Yeah. You have power and authority. Why are you acting like a child? Like, you do not need someone to hold your hand. Like, he is there to walk with you, and he wants to empower you. He wants to fill you with power. You already have authority. You don't have to ask for authority. He's given it to you. God created this world through speaking it into existence. And when we speak things into existence, we are giving them power, and we have the power in our tongue to kill and bring life. So why are we not speaking life over ourselves? Why are we not speaking life in our homes? Why are we not walking in the authority and the power that God has given us through his as sons and daughters because of Jesus? Like, come on.
Right.
Like, dude, do you want the bottle? You want the meats?
I want the meat. I don't live in Downton Abbey, and even if I did, they would dress me, but I don't think they would actually put my hand through the shirt.
No, you do that yourself.
You do that yourself. Yeah. Even if you have a dresser.
You have been in a Downton Abbey hole. Somebody's been in the Downton hole.
I definitely have. The whole series, including the movie.
Yes.
In like a week. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. I went there for a while.
Someone please hug Christy when you see her.
I was British. My inner voice was Mrs. Hughes.
Mrs. Hughes.
She encouraged me all day long.
The whole thing,
the
you're
Holy
like...
Spirit was Mrs. Hughes for
Mrs.
a while
Hughes.
to get me to listen.
I personally love the Dowager. Yes. Give me Maggie Smith all day long.
Yes. I love her.
Anyway.
I really do. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to be bottle fed. Like all the things that you just said. Like, yeah, I have the authority. I can do that. For me personally, I need to be back in church, like in the actual physical church building. God can't do that for me.
No.
He's not going to like teleport me or pick me up off my couch and fly me down the street.
Could he? Sure. Is he going to? No, because he told you to.
He gave me the free will to choose to do it or not. Mm-hmm. So
he has suggested it
to do it
over and over.
It.
Yes.
He has highly encouraged it. I strongly suggest that you do this.
Instead of loved and highly favored or blessed and highly favored, you're loved and highly encouraged.
Right? Today, this morning, you are highly encouraged to get dressed and go to church. I mean, it's literally like 2 miles away from, like, I could walk there.
I know.
I could walk there now. I wouldn't, but I could.
Yep. You could.
I would still leave at the same time, and if I walked, I would miss the whole thing.
You've got your marching orders, and you're going to do it.
I've got my, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it could be different for everyone else. I think that many times in our lives, in the next few months, if it hasn't already been happening, like there are probably some moments that we have all been like staring up at the ceiling thinking like, seriously, God, like what is going on?
Yeah.
And he's telling us like, I can't put your hand through your shirt for you. So I would encourage everyone, like, is there a thing that like you have been waiting on and like desperately crying out of do this, God, do this. And maybe he's quietly telling you, I can't put your hand through your shirt. you got to do that yourself. Mine is church and actually going. Everyone else's is probably completely different, although there might be some people in the same armhole as me.
The same armhole?
I don't know. I didn't want to say boat. I don't know why. So I went with armhole.
Oh, man.
Sleeve. The same sleeve. The analogy's not working. I don't know.
Well, I can definitely think of a couple of things. So, yeah, I mean, I think you're right.
For you or for me?
For myself.
Okay.
I mean, I could come up with a list for you, too. It's fine.
It's true.
That's what friends are for. Yeah.
See, now I'm going to spend the rest of the night trying to figure out that song, though. That's what friends are for. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's just called That's What Friends Are For. Don't remember who it's from, but we could pretty much easily figure that one out. I'll text you. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to end this thing. We're coming. We're back. We're back. We're officially back, right?
And now I'm back.
Yes, we're back.
From outer space.
It may not always drop on Wednesdays. That is the thing. Just because it's summertime and we've got a lot of stuff happening. I don't know if this one's even going to drop on Wednesday. Oh, why not? Let's just go back to Wednesday.
Why not?
It depends on how we figure out like when we're going to record, because I would like to be in person as much as possible to record, and we'll just figure that out. We'll get it sorted. And we're going to have some guest speakers this summer. I know it. And we'll get Tasha back in here and it'll be fun. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. We're back. We love you. Follow us on social media at Send Help Podcast.
All of the things.
Yeah. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere that you can listen to podcasts. Go to our website, thesendhelppodcast.com, and we will see you soon. Baboon. After a while, crocodile. Crocodile. That's what I said. Crocodile. No. Anyway, we love you. We're excited to be back, and we hope you're still there. Okay, bye.